Alright, welcome back to more of the Straight Shot Podcast, and today we're going to be talking some football. Yes, football is finally back, and this time I think we're going to try things a little bit differently, so we're going to do like every Thursday night game in a separate video. So I have week 1 Thursday night game, so it'll be Ravens Chiefs, we'll do that in a separate video. We're not going to do it, it'll be like, so the way we're going to do it this season is Thursday night games, separate video per week. Sunday games, those are gonna be separate videos. Monday games, separate videos. That way, I will have time to be able to hey, I can take some notes on this is what this happened previous week, or this happened last season, as according to this filter, little picture, last season. So, like I said, I have some notes for the Ravens Chiefs, and trust me when I say this, this is not the first time we've had this specific match. It really is not. Because this will be the 6th time that Mahomes and Lamar meet up. By the way, before we really get into this video, I hope you guys go on to like this video, you subscribe to our channel, and comment what are the games you want to see me talk about week 1, because there's going to be videos for all of those. And then tomorrow, there will be the video for the Packers and the Eagles. I should have Saturday the games on Sunday for week 1, and then on Sunday I'll have the game for Monday. So that'll be Niners and Jets. So that concludes all of week 1. And then Wednesday I'll record the game for Thursday, preview for Thursday. Saturday will be for Sunday's games, and then Sunday for Monday. If you know what I mean. So let's get into the Thursday Night Football, Ravens and Chiefs. This will be out before the game starts. So thank goodness I should have some time for that. As we get the Ravens opening up against the Chiefs, this is a rematch from the 2024 AFC Championship game, which saw the Chiefs defeat the Ravens 17-10. Not a fan of that result. Trust me, I really am not. But shit happens. Alright, so let's go through our little notes here. This meeting between the two teams will see Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes match up with each other for the 6th time. Mahomes leads between the two teams 4-1. So what that is saying is, ever since both quarterbacks have been in the league, Mahomes has gotten the better of Jackson 4 out of 5 times. So 80% of the time, you're going to take Mahomes to win. Okay. And by the way, I'm going to give you score predictions as well in this game and who I think wins. So, we have that. So, like I said, Mahomes is 4-1 against Lamar since becoming Chiefs quarterback, and Lamar's 1-4 against Mahomes since becoming the Ravens quarterback. Head coaches Andy Reid and Joe Harbaugh, they'll meet up for the 9th time, as Reid is 6-2 all time against Harbaugh. This match is a rematch from the AFC Championship game last season that saw Kansas City defeat Baltimore 17-10 to let the Kansas City Chiefs advance to their 2nd straight Super Bowl. We have some debuts in this game, as well as Derrick Henry makes his Ravens regular season debut, as he played last season in the 2023 season on the Tennessee Titans. Henry rushed for 1,167 yards. So we're going to get in-depth into this. So, I'll give you, some 2023 stats that you may not have known about. There's some other things which you'll understand when I'm saying it. So, Henry, he played for the Titans in 2023. He rushed for over 1,100 yards. That marked the 5th time that Henry had a 1K rush season of rushing over 1,000 yards. Now it's his 5th time in his career. 2023 as well saw quarterback Lamar Jackson. He averaged 5.5 yards a carry on 821 rushing yards with 5 rushing touchdowns, which landed him 1st overall in the league for quarterbacks. As it turns out, now that we know who it was, and I want to say it would have been... Yeah, it was Raheem Moser who ended up leading the league with 18 rushing touchdowns. Yep. Baltimore is going to be getting 3 new people in this match. The second round pick from the 2024 draft, Roger Rosengarten, he'll make his debut at right tackle. The Ravens tight end Mark Andrews, he should be questionable for the game, but he should be playing. He's expected to play in this game against Kansas City as needed, but he was involved in an accident, and I hope he's doing very good. So, shout out Mark Andrews for that one. So yeah, we're gonna go here. Kansas State's All-Pro defensive tackle Chris Jones. He notched himself 10.5 sacks in 2023, which is matching his teammate George Karlaftis. What was his rookie year? Karlaftis going into his second year in the league. Key matchup that we're going to see in the Ravens-Chiefs game is going to be tight end Mark Andrews of the Ravens. He's going to be guarded by Justin Reed of the Chiefs. So what that means is, you got Andrews on one side, Justin Reed's going to be on the other. Those two are going to be that's going to be a key matchup because that could determine whether or not Andrew gets a ton of yards passing wise from Lamar Jackson. That's going to determine possibly the make or break of the game. Because Andrews is a top choice for Lamar Jackson when it comes to throwing. Last season he had Rashad Bateman, he had Zay Flowers, he had Nelson Aguilar, Odell was in that list too. But Odell now is on the Dolphins. He's not going to have him. Aguilar, I'm pretty sure he's still with the Ravens. I know Zay Flowers, he's on a rookie deal with the Ravens. So obviously he's still going to be there. Bateman, I want to say he went somewhere else. I could be wrong though. But we'll find that out in another video. Alright, so. Okay, so Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers, he's going to enter his second year in the NFL. He got 858 yards last season overall for a first round pick. And Zay Flowers, he had an electrifying year, 858. So that's a number for him to beat for his career high in receiving yards. We have another key matchup, and that's going to be the offense of Zay Flowers. He's going to be guarded by cornerback Trent McDuffie of the Kansas City Chiefs. So, you're going to have Zay Flowers and Trent McDuffie. That's going to be a great matchup. Honestly, I think that could be one of the more well-even matches that we see throughout the game for both teams. So, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Now let's take a look at Kansas City. They had Mahomes throw up 27 touchdowns with 14 interceptions. Kansas City's first offensive key match will be tight. We'll see All-Pro tight end Travis Kelce. He's going to be going up against Kyle Hamilton of the Ravens. This is going to be very good. Kyle Hamilton, one of the most electrifying safeties in all of the AFC. Not just the AFC, but the entire NFL. He's going to be going up against a all-pro receiver, a tight end, and Travis Kelce. This is going to be a great match right here. And it really does see the width that we're going to see really if Mahomes is going to go to Kelce a lot because he tends to do that. But now that Mahomes has a new receiver in a first round pick in Xavier Worthy, he's going to make his NFL debut in this game against Baltimore. I'm really wanting to know how Kelce's going to do with receiving. We know how good Worthy is. We know how fast he is. But how is the receiving game going to change for the Chiefs is my questioning. Also in 2023, Rashee Rice, another wide receiver for the Chiefs, he got 938 receiving yards. I'm curious to know what happens with Rice. Obviously, he's going to be going through some legal troubles this season after a massive accident, to say the least, but that remains to be seen. But we'll figure stuff out from there. But for now, Rashee Rice, 938 last season. He's going to be in there with Xavier Worthy. Chiefs have marked Hollywood Brown out for this game as well. All right, so we have an edge battle, which will see the Chiefs tackles in Kingsley Suamachia, who was a second-round pick, and right tackle Jawan Taylor. They're going to go against Raven edges, Odafe Owe and Kyle Van Noy. And then also would have defensive tackle for the Ravens, Justin Matabuke. He got 13 sacks in 2023, which got him a big offseason payday. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco will be seeing a lot of action, but here's the thing. His linebacker battle mate is going to be Ravens' Roquan Smith. That's right, Pacheco's going into his second year in the league. He got himself 935 rushing yards as well. So, that pretty much shows that Kansas City can move that ball around. Pretty good. So, here's the question. So we know that. So, here's something I want to ask you guys. Kansas City played in the opening game of the 2023 season against Detroit, but they lost 21-20. There's two questions that we can ask here. Number one, does Kansas City get redemption from their season opener the previous season? Do they beat Baltimore, unlike beating Detroit in the home opener the season prior? That's the first question. The second question is, does Baltimore prove that the Chiefs winning over Baltimore in the AFC Championship game in January, does Baltimore prove that win was a fluke? And does Baltimore get redemption for January? That's realistically the biggest questions you are asking yourself in this game. Biggest questions you're really asking are, number one, Chiefs passing targets, or reception yards. That's one of your biggest questions. Number two, will Mark Andrews truly be healthy enough to play against the Chiefs? And number three, does Baltimore prove the Kansas City win over Baltimore in January was a fluke? You're really asking yourself all of those questions. And then number four, how does Derrick Henry fit in to this Baltimore run game? Because obviously, shit's already changed, because he used to have J.K. Dobbins. He had Gus Edwards. They're both gone. Chargers. They're both on the Chargers. So it begs me to wonder, what kind of Baltimore team are we looking at this year on offense? Because we know how good they are on defense. We know that. But my question is the Kansas City receiving core. With the tight end of Kelsey, you got the receivers of Worthy, you got Rice, you got Hollywood Brown. Chiefs did cut Kadarius Toney as well. That was made public eventually. I'm very shocked to know that he got cut. Didn't think he would really get cut that quickly. But it is what it is. But like I said, ask yourselves those questions. Ask yourself those questions. How does Henry fit in with the Baltimore offense? What can the Chiefs receiving core bring into this season? Going into week one, knowing they're not going to have Hollywood Brown. We know how good that Chiefs defense is. Jones and Karlaftis both combined 21 sacks in 2023. Trent McDuffie is going to go against one of the best young receivers in Safe Flowers. You got Kyle Hamilton, one of the best young safeties in the league. He's going to go against Travis Kelce. Those are really just a few of the key matches to watch out for. I've been McVey from the Straight Shot Podcast, and I hope you guys like this video. Peace.